Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with an episode of Shelter War. It is the end of the latest event. We are going to go ahead and jump in and see what kind of progress I can make in the event. As usual, I haven't done anything. I haven't opened up any of my crates, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to announce I'm going to announce the new giveaway and give you guys about a week to go ahead and jump into that. So I'm going to announce the giveaway sometime in the middle of this video. And I'm just going to throw this out there. The goal, obviously, of the giveaways is to drive viewership to the channel and get people to watch and participate in the discussions, whether on Discord server or in the comments. So the goal is not necessarily to get people to watch and share the IDs and information with others. I realize that is what's going on with a lot of people, but regardless, I am thankful for everybody who has been participating. We had more participants in the giveaway last month than we've ever had, so that was fantastic. But I have heard that some people are just taking the information and forwarding it to their clan, and people are entering that way. So it's kind of against the spirit of what I'm going for here, but at the same time, I do appreciate those that are following and supporting. So along those lines, thank you to everybody who has been supporting the channel financially. There's a couple different options to do that, and Buy Me a Coffee, and YouTube has memberships as well. So Loco and Flart are a couple players that are supporting my channel. They have done Buy Me Coffee, and they are members of my clan in Zero City. And then we got YouTube memberships, which is a monthly membership as well. So Keith, Guiles, and Ashton, thanks for your continued support throughout memberships there. I know Ashton is a big American Dad player. Keith Guiles, I'm not familiar with. He's been my longest monthly subscriber, so I do appreciate that, Keith. But I'm not familiar with what game you're playing. So if you want to throw that in the comments or on Discord server, then I can shout out to where you are supporting the channel. So anyway, thank you very much for all that support. And if you're interested in doing that, you can see down below in the ticker or in the description. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the Last Emperor. Well, as I say every single time, there's like two different event styles, and this is one of the two. This is the Crypto Crate style event, so we get to play the event, we get to get items. This time we're getting this green, what are we calling these guys? I'm not even sure, mutagen, and looks like I have a chance to watch a commercial to get a little bit more if I need it. And we get that by playing the game, and I went through 10 levels of Doom Dome every day. I don't think I really went beyond that, and I just did my dailies, and then I'm sure all of you guys know this already, but I went and did the Collider when the Collider opened because there was a lot of mutagen to be gotten there, so I did that, and then I had a bunch of the premium currency from the Collider, and I realized it was a good place to go ahead and get the items I need to level up my my chips. Obviously that is something I struggle with all the time, and I'm at that point again. But what I realized is, let's go to upgrade. So I do have, you know, I've got some nanites. I actually bought some, but there's a good way to get a lot of nanites by doing the Collider if that's all you're worried about. So I might start doing that every week. Go in and jump in and get a bunch of epic nanites, and then I don't know if you guys can see this. My lights keep flashing; it's throwing me off, but looks like it's showing okay. Anyway, so that's a good way to get nanites, just by grinding the Collider, and when there's no events going on, it's easy enough just to spend all your food there and get a bunch. So I might start doing that so I can have some ways to do some leveling up on my squad, which currently is at 463. I'm still at CC9. I don't have any intention on going up anytime soon because there's really no reason to do that from what I can see. And from what I've heard, it's just you go up to the next level and you're against the top fighters in the game. So I'm not in any hurry to get there. The one thing that will be happening soon is my Roxy is getting up to max level here in a moment. I'm not rushing that either because I don't really see a need for it. I realize most people are running Curiosa, it seems, or Emgar, but maybe I'll start working on them as well. Alright, back to the event. So nanites, as always, that is what I'm looking for. So we have 4 premium items that we're looking for. We got the Dragon Eye Scope. This will be a useful one for sure. We got going for a sniper, increases crit, always helpful. And then we have extra damage and crit, so I'm definitely looking for that one. The Qui-Gon Drone and Energy Gun gives us resurrection. I don't care about that too much. The Lotus Assault Rifle. Once in a while attacks random targets 3 times. Each strike deals 250% damage. So yes, I'm definitely looking for this one. Plus we get 2 damage and a crit chip. So looking forward to that one. And we have a Brawler Armor. Receiving damage has 12% chance to increase physical armor and restores. So I don't know if that restores 9,000 health is part of the 12% or if it ongoing always restores 9,000. Not sure, but a lot of these things they're actually good. The problem is there's the chances of them happening are so slim. It's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, that's what we're going for. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I haven't done anything yet. As you can see, I've spent 0. I've got no crates. I've got 71,000 mutagen to get through. So this would probably be a long video, I'm guessing, considering the spinning. There's our attack rifle, so we'll go for that one. Just go ahead and jump in. The spinning can't be sped up. It's just kind of slow. So this will more than likely take a while. And anytime I get nanites, that is going to be huge. And I will go ahead and spend those quite a bit, actually. Not a bad start so far. Cipher radio for the brawler. Probably not going to be useful, but one thing that is useful is I still have tons of gear. I'm actually starting to break down my gear, which you guys keep telling me to do, so I can get some stuff like nanites. This is a fantastic start for me. So it's a good way to do that. So I need to do that more often, and I finally started breaking up a couple epics and legendary items, and that has been giving me some of the nanites I've been using. So that's been helpful for sure. Still have a lot to go. Still have a lot of crates to open. So lots of opportunities to get stronger, get the items I need to get stronger. Ooh, even more. Nice. So if I'm not gonna hit the big one, I'm happy to hit these nanites that I'm getting. Keep them coming. I'm not gonna back out. I'm just gonna keep going until I get the legendary item. I assume we'll get there eventually. So I haven't heard any whisperings. I haven't been keeping an eye on beta releases or even alpha releases for that matter to see what's coming in the game. It's just, with everything else going on, it's just too much to keep up with. So I haven't been keeping an eye on things coming or even monitoring the Discord server, the main Discord server. So I'm not sure what's coming up and when it's coming, but you know, obviously CC10 is what's in all the other games, and they actually have, you know, the equivalent of CC11 now in all 3 of them, because American Dad just released its level 11 as well. So I don't know if this game's going to add it or not. The other thing is the way functionality is being rolled out in this game is just really weird. I know a lot of people have quit just because it's the same thing over and over. The events are the same all the time. The game itself is the same all the time. There's not really anything changing. Whenever there's a big release, it's just really adding a new level, so or a new hero, which isn't really even that big. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm not sure if they're going to change that and make some bigger things happen sometime soon, or yeah. I mean, I've been playing this game for what, a year and a half, maybe. Maybe not quite a year and a half, a little bit less. Definitely over a year, because we're on our 13th giveaway, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's slow and steady. They're pushing out new content, but it's the kind of content that, for the main part, is in most games the day one when they release them. So it's kind of weird that it's being rolled out this way. My only guess is it's just a small team doing the development, which obviously there is a lot to these games, and a lot of strategy, and a lot of statistics, and a lot of things happening under the covers that we can't see. And then, you know, as well as adding new artwork and new functionality and new functionality here and there. So, you know, there's a lot to it. So I get that, but some of the stuff that they're adding is a little surprising. It wasn't there on day one. Okay, I'm done here. We're getting some big nanites, but I'm not oops, I spun again. Not getting anything else. I'm gonna just mix it up a little bit. I'm happy for all those nanites for sure. I'm just gonna switch to another one. I'm not gonna go where I can get the resurrection. That's gonna be the last one. So what do we have? Resurrect. So that's the one we don't want. So we'll go to this bottom one here for a little bit. Go for our scope. Obviously at a lower cost, there's not going to be quite as many good things, but hey, look, more nanites. We are on a nanite roll. I will just take all those, even if I have to miss everything else. I guess it'll be worth it for that reason. Not for that kind of stuff. Fallen hero tokens. Got tons of those, hundreds of those. I don't use them, so I could have, obviously in this event, I could have been going to level 15. I think my squad's gotten a lot stronger since the last time I did the video when I said I was weaker. So I think I probably could have gotten through level 15 easier. It's just a matter of time. My schedule's been over the top crazy. Work schedule's been crazy. The kids are back in school, which has changed things, so there's not been much time for sleeping. And unfortunately something kind of had to fall by the wayside, so haven't been able to play the games quite as much or cover the games quite as much. But I'm going to try to rectify that a little bit this week and do some more content. So if you're following some of my other games, hopefully there'll be a video out soon for the others as well. We got a huge update for Hustle Castle, where they're adding talents to the fighters. There's like an inbuilt usefulness, I guess, for each dweller within your squad, where they're better at stuff. So if, you know, a sniper, they might have more damage, or it could be more health for that matter too. But it's just some specific thing that they're better at, and then there's different rarities to that. So you got, you know, I think not common, but I think uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. So as you get up, obviously that functionality gets better, so you do more damage or have more health or whatever it is. So that's existed for quite some time in American Dad, and they just added it a couple days ago in Hustle Castle. So I need to do a video there. Given that it's in all the rest of the games, or in those two games, that means Zero City will be getting it soon as well. So does that mean it's coming here to this game? Not sure. I think it's a fairly sizable change to the functionality within the code itself. So I don't know how long it would take this development team to be able to put something like that together. It'd be pretty cool though. It's kind of another layer of playing the game and building your squad. So looking forward to testing that out in Hustle Castle. It's certainly a fun aspect of American Dad at this point. Alright, well, we are not getting any legendary items at all. This is but I am getting these items. So do I just stay here and keep getting my nanites, or do I try to back out a little bit and reset? I'm not sure. Maybe I should go for some of those big chests and see what we can get there. Maybe do one or two of those. I think I've earned 2 of them already. Oh yeah, it tells me right there. I've earned 2. Available Bolo Lungs treasures. Let's do a couple more spins. Already almost done with half of our mutagen. I think we started 71,000. So maybe when I get to 35,000, that'll put us about halfway through. A couple legendary items, but no event items. Tons of nanites. That's pretty much what all these chests have given. Halfway point, that seems like a good time to announce the giveaway as well. I'll start covering the general idea of it for those that are new here. We do giveaways every month. What I've kind of settled on recently is 1,000 bicoins to 5 separate winners. So we've done various different giveaways. That one seems to be the most successful so far. Ooh, almost. So yeah, so we're gonna go 5,000 bicoins, 1,000 to 5 separate winners, and I am backing out of that. And I'll give the details on how you do that in a little bit. But it's there's a Google form you need to go to, and you need to put in some information, and the information I'll share after we do these spins will be what helps you have a better chance to win those. Alright, so legendary, what do we have? 16% chance to deal weapon damage to a group of enemies. That's nice, but I don't think it's going to be one I'm going to use. Alright, more nanites, but only 30 that time. I thought we got 75 a couple times, or 70 on the other wheel. First premium, wow. Can't believe it's taking that long to get premium. Scope, nothing special, looks like. So I don't know if I'm just having bad luck as far as the event items go, or if they lowered the chances of getting them, but I'm pretty much getting a whole lot of nothing. You know what, I'm just going to back out, and we'll be happy with the nanites we have. Maybe I'll go spend a couple nanites just to get rid of some of my food before people steal them. So what my MO usually is, I go in and just try to max everything. I started maxing out my purples on the primary functionality. So my snipers are all about dealing damage, so I'm maxing out their damage. So I'm maxing out my purples there. And I do, what do I have? I forgot another uncommon, so I can do another leveling on that one. So maybe I don't think this one has any, like, oh man, wrong button. Chip. Okay, you. No, so that's sniper. Oh wait, it's sniper 2. Sniper 3, what do we have? We can do this one. So we'll go, ooh, look at that, 173, 781, 2604, 1709. Very nice. Let's just max that out. Let's give extra 75 damage. Spend some of our resources. Alright, that was it. So it's still probably 463, 464 now, up to the next level. Alright, so giveaway. Let's talk about that real quick. So it's going to, like I said, it's going to be the same thing as always. 5 separate winners, 1,000 bicoins each. I'm going to give you a range, and you're going to pick a number within that range. You can pick any number you want, but the 5 people that are the closest and get their pick in the first will be the winners. The tiebreakers are whoever got their pick in first, all that's identified on the Google form, and you can find that Google form down below in the description of this video. Click on that, put in your game ID, your game name, and then your pick. And if you don't know where to get your game ID, it's on the load screen, or if you click on the gear icon here, you can see what your game ID is on the bottom. So you can see mine's 103578. So I need to have that ID because that is how the game knows who you are and how to send you your bicoins. And they do just go ahead and show up in your account. They don't show up, there's no mail system yet in the game, obviously. So the way we find out is it just shows up. So the range this week for the giveaway is going to be 4,000 to 5,000. So pick some random number between 4,000 and 5,000, and the 5 that are closest will be the winners. So good luck. I will announce that sometime before the month is up, and then hopefully payouts will be sooner rather than later. It sounds like the August payouts have been delayed a couple times. So last I heard, nobody's been paid out, or at least people are saying they haven't received them yet. So hopefully we get that squared away. I'm going to follow up soon here and find out what's going on. Hopefully we can get that resolved ASAP so you guys can get your bicoins for August. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up and see if I can't figure out how to get lucky and get something. Halfway through and so far nothing. The good news about spending 1,200 at a time is it goes through the mutagen a whole lot quicker. So not just chunking along with the, what was it, 500s or the 600s, which are a lot slower, obviously. And this is just a whole lot of junk. More stuff that I can disassemble later and make more nanites. I guess this is what we're all about today. Had a couple events that you guys have seen in the past. I've done them. Oh, there we go. Finally, our first one. The weapon. Finally, once in a while, attacks random target 3 times. Let's go. I've complained about this before. I'm going to complain about it again. When you're trying to compare gear, obviously the use the best is, you know, that's probably only vaguely useful at its best. But you know, if we're comparing this one to the one I'm currently using, it's kind of hard to compare because the one I'm using just shows all the stats with all the chips on them. So I'd have to remove those chips, or at least figure out what all the details are, and then use math, which I'll end up doing to figure out what it is, to figure out which one's better. I mean, obviously they're both level 60. They're the plus ones because we've got the yellow background going on. So obviously it's good, but is it better than what I'm using here? If not, I'll give it to one of my other snipers. But I'm not gonna do that now. I'll do that later. But yeah, anyway, kind of annoying when you can't really compare apples to apples exactly without doing a little bit of work. All right, well, finally, we got one. 1 out of 4. Let's see if we can get lucky and get 2 in a row here. So now we'll go back down to the 600s here, and we're going for the scope, I believe it was. We'll be progressing a little bit more slowly now that we're going 600 at a time. Extra dwellers that I won't use. Always happy to get food. You know, we can certainly find a use for that. Does it tell us what that is? 360,000, nothing special, but free food, we'll take it. Not interested. I guess we have tournaments showing up now. The Fallen Hero tournaments, or whatever they're called. Not really fully understanding that. I've entered them a few times. The last time I actually entered it, I stayed when it was supposed to start. And from what I can tell, it looks like a tournament in all the other games, where you go in with 10, or some of them have 15, and you're kind of going all head to head and seeing who can win the tournament and get the most points. And The way it looks is almost exactly like the way the arenas are in all the other games. That is a highly successful part of all the other games. That is something people grind, some people play all the time. And it's the way you can get gear, it's the way you can get, you know, a lot of premium items in the game itself. It's kind of what Doom Dome seems to replace here in this game. It doesn't really... Doom Dome doesn't really seem to have a PvP part to it, and that other one is only PvP. So I'm hoping that that's going to be a functionality they're going to add to this game, because I think that will really drive more players playing more often, and it drives you to optimize your squad the best it can be, so you can beat other players, you know, in a one-on-one battle. I haven't heard if that's what's going to be coming up in a regular basis anytime you want, hopefully, but it did seem like that's what that was. So right now it just is something that shows up occasionally. Hopefully, like I said, it'll be more often soon. Alright, so one item. Still got 24,000 mutagen, plenty of time, but we're not hitting very large here. Obviously, if I get this event item here, I will switch over to the one that has the chance for the resurrection. No reason not to go for it. I mean, who knows what kind of functionality will be coming in handy, or coming in later, and that kind of functionality could be useful. Right now, I'm not doing it. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are doing it. So I'm not going to use it right now, but maybe. Could come in handy later. There are a lot of epic items on these wheels. I'm not really looking for epic items, I gotta tell you. Not really looking for basic legendary items either, for that matter. Alright, last 20,000, winding down. Less than 30% left here. Don't know what is going on with my lights. They are flickering a lot. You guys can probably see that a little bit here. It's a little more steady right now. I got a green screen behind me. That's how I can have the background edited out, and in order for that to work better, I have lights shining on those, and yeah, you can see my face flickering a bit. So I don't know what's going on. I gotta take a look at my lights. I haven't done videos in a long time because it's just been, yeah, it hasn't worked in the schedule. So I don't know, maybe they've been sitting around too long without getting use, and now they're struggling. They're not the best of lights either, you know, there's that. So that could be a factor as well. Getting so many different settlers outside that we will not be using. I guess we'll call them dwellers instead of settlers. Things are definitely much slower going at 600. We're getting there. Just keep blasting away. Pulling as many nanites as possible. Oh. Ooh, that's our first artifact, I think, right? What do we have? At the start of every battle, cooldown disables enemy artifacts. Nice. I don't know if I had one of those. I wanted one of those, but I don't know if I had one with my current squad. I certainly had them in the past. So that's our new one. That one has been very useful for sure. Oh, I have one. Okay, same thing. Literally the same thing. Enemy fighter dies. That's not what I'm looking for. I want at the start of every battle. Works once when an enemy fighter dies. Yeah, I'm not looking for when a fighter dies. Okay, well, it's the best we got right now. Alright, well, I'll have to go back and review those later, see if there's anything useful, but that is not the one I wanted. Okay, let's keep it going. We need 15,000 more. I'm just gonna see if I can't change my luck here. I'm gonna move the wheel over, and I'm sure that'll make all the difference. Oops, wrong button. Alright, we're here. Let's do this one while we're here. Mix it up a little bit. See if we can't get one more of these. Nope. Same thing about last time, I think. It is amazing how often that happens. Which obviously oops, that's not where we want to be. Obviously makes you wonder, and always makes me think in all the other games, because I've had that thought before, and I mentioned it, I think, the last time we did this video, that I always figure that there's some kind of random number that when you jump into the game, or on the other games, I kind of feel like it's when you enter the screen itself, the event screen itself, it sets some random number that kind of like sets a likelihood of what you're going to get. You know, you have a 5% chance to get one of the premium items, or you got a 40% chance, maybe not that high, 30% chance to get a premium item or whatever. Like this one, all my stuff are nanites, or majority of them are nanites, so maybe, you know, the number that was set is this is going to be a large nanite one, because you're going to get 50% of your rolls are going to be nanites. You know, I've had a couple in the past where I had like, what, 6 spins, 7 spins, and they're all legendary items. Another artifact. Give me a good one. When an enemy fighter is resurrected, disables artifacts. Funny. Not really. Yeah, so it almost seems in this game it's the same kind of thing, but even more so, because it really seems that's the way the quote-unquote randomness is set. It doesn't seem to be random. Each spin does not seem to be random. What we're seeing here, what we've seen in other events, you can tell it's not random. There is something. The seed of a random number generator is based on something. That is how random number generators work, and there must be some random item on the clock or whatever that gets determined when the game loads, because this game, you can back out of the spin screen, you can back out of the you know, obviously you've seen me go multiple places and come back in, I'm still getting a nanite. So whatever the seed was for this random number generator, it seems to be, there we go, there's number 2, it seems to be pointing you in a certain direction. So this game is kind of making me think that even more than I thought in the past. Alright, that's a good one. Happy to get that. I got both sniper items. Those are my main priorities. Those are my main goals. So I'm very happy about that. So 2 out of 4. We got a few different chances here for our resurrection one. We'll go ahead and take our chances, see if we can't get that or get something. I don't think I've gotten any premium either. So let's see if we get lots of nanites on this screen as well. See if there's anything on the screen at all. Spinning so fast I can't see it. Yeah, I don't see nanites. So we don't have any nanites here anyway. Gory coins, not interested. I'm working my way up to 2 million of those, so obviously I don't need any of those. Alright, we are nearing the end. 27 minutes in. I knew this was going to be a long one. I don't care about... I guess I do care about metal. 800. So we got less than 10 spins to go here. This is just nothing but junk. Not interested in any of this stuff. But might as well take our spins to see if we can't get lucky at getting the legendary item here. And depending on how close we are when we get down, I might need to break it up a little bit. Maybe I'll spend a 600 or something, because obviously our goal is to spend almost all of them. I think I do have a commercial to watch, so I can do that off camera and spend a little bit to get a little bit more. Alright, come on, keep them coming. So we got 5 spins left to be 4,000 after this one. Then we got 580 left. A commercial will put me up to 1 more 800 afterwards. So I will probably do that. 37, we're going to come in just under a 12, another chest too, which I'm not going to leave it there, that's for sure. We'll go ahead and spend a little bit so we can get to an even number of the big chest, because obviously we're looking for that legendary item as well. More water, got a bunch of that already. Alright, 3 spins counting this one. Just gonna move it along because, you know, it made the difference last time. Probably not. Okay, bicoins. You can enter my giveaway. Get a better chance to get bicoins at bigger than 15 a pop. Alright, last spin of the 800s. And more metal. Obviously, we missed that premium item. Alright, so where are we at overall? We're missing 1,200. We can get 240 for watching this commercial, which is ready to go. Time is that I'll be in bed before the next one happens, and the event ends in 5 hours. So we can... What do we have for buying? Spend 250 bicoins to get 1,400. And that would just put us where we need to get to right now. I'm just going to do that and get that out of the way without even thinking about it. Let's go ahead and do it. Did I do that right? I think so. So what is our math? We got 1980. So that could be 3 small chests. 1600 would put me to 380, and I can watch a commercial afterwards to do that one. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do these 2 right here, and then once the video is over, I'll go ahead and watch a commercial, and I'll get 1 more 600. So we got 2 more chances to get this legendary item here. Screen is skipping a lot. My phone is getting really hot. My phone is certainly showing its age a little bit. Battery's not lasting super long. This game itself is a resource hog and uses up obscene amounts of phone resources, so that also is contributing. So I think that's why we've got some hopping around going on here. All right, so we have 2 big chests. I'll go ahead and spend those last 400 off camera after I watch that video. We got 2 more chances here to get this last event item. Hopefully these 2 spins aren't exactly the same as the last 2 spins, which we have seen multiple times. Wow, that is about the worst it could possibly be. That is quite unfortunate. And our last spin. So do we end with 3 or do we end with 2? Looks like we're going to end with 2. This is exactly the same junkola that we saw last time. Well, that stinks. Okay, so we missed that one, which is very unfortunate. I will finish those up. Well, that is it. The last Emperor, we got 2 of the items, the 2 sniper items, which are my favorite units in the game at the moment. So happy to get premium items for them. I will get those outfitted somewhere because I'm running 3 snipers at the moment, so somebody can certainly use those. Yeah, so not bad. Like I said, I don't know what's coming out when for this game. Obviously, we're running events about every 2 weeks, so I will be back probably in 2 weeks, I'm guessing, to cover the end of whatever the next event's going to be. We'll announce the giveaway winners, and yeah, until then, good luck with the next event or whatever's coming up, and until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.